Whew. Latest episode of Hollywood Demons is out, and this one is a must watch if you are a fan of the Real Housewives franchise. This episode 4 goes into the criminal activity by some of these housewives. It doesn't talk about every single thing. Like, we know there's tons of DUIs, we know there's a lot of that shit going on, a lot of financial stuff, but it does hone in on 3 very specific women that have kind of a deeper story. The first one obviously is Theresa from New Jersey. Nothing really earth-shattering or things I didn't really know. A couple little snippets about her court case and what happened, and also because look, I'm not going and reading all the court documents for these women, and every time, like, I know there's people out there that do that. I don't do that. I like read the headline or watch a TikTok on someone talking about it. But I'm not out there reading, the affidavits or the subpoenas and who's doing what. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm like a very surface level to this shit. But so there were a couple little things that I didn't know what her real chart, like what really they were claiming she did outside of what the charges actually were, right? This kind of drops that on you and lets you know, high level what that really looked like. The next story is Danielle Staub. Holy moly. This is done really well, this segment of the show, because they actually interview her ex-husband, the one that wrote the book. And if you know, you know. And he talks about how he met her, who she was. And look, she was an opportunist even back then. This is apparent, but that story is good. Whew. I won't get in anymore. Just watch it. And then it talks about Jen Shah. But what they did really well here is they actually interview victims. And this is just, whew. And also they talk about, they interview a guy that was like a sales guy with her in this scheme. And he explains what the leads meant, like how they went about doing it and why Jen Shah was so good at it. Then finally, the if you need to watch this, watch it for just this, which is the Taylor Armstrong from Beverly Hills and her abuse by her husband that was actually caught on camera a lot. Like, you kind of knew something was up with her. And then eventually him taking his own life. And also they do drop a bombshell on you where there's like a little conspiracy theory about that whole entire thing. Really great episode. Oh man. Look, for a TV doc series, this is done well. And I mean, can we say minus Dr. Drew? Because I cannot stand him. And here he is again, yapping in his mouth and being judgy. He's so judgy sometimes. And it's like, dude, do you remember your show you had? This is what I want to say about this dude. But I digress from that. Really good series. Make sure if you're a fan of Housewives, check out episode 4. You will not be disappointed.